time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. Let me get to the correct screen. Boom. No, that's almost the right screen. There we go. Hello. It's going to be one of those days. It was one of those nights. It's going to be one of those days. So welcome. I am going to be doing some chai tea for two. I'm excited. This game has been long coming. So I'm super glad that it's finally out. Someone actually on Kickstarter asked for proof of life. This is going to be it. For the record, I do contract to Steeped Games. They did not ask me to make this video. They're not paying me for this video. I have a copy of this because I work for them, but that is all. This is entirely my decision and my stream. So just to get that out there to begin with, full disclosure and all that. And before I'm going to let some people join in. I saw a couple people disappear during the pre-show warm up, but we're going to go through and we're going to go clicky. I'm going to make some matcha because, I didn't sleep well. I got this cute, cool matcha machine, and Jen from Quark's Tea Room sent me some coffee matcha, which on its own is kind of blah. So I'm going to make it with coffee as the base. And woo! And I'm going to do it double strength because I like stronger matcha. Put that over here. And, oh, no, I did spill a bit. All right. And I got a little mixer machine here. The nice thing is it heats it up as it goes. It's really neat. I also have this cool Diversity mug. It matches the Diversity hat. Those I did get from Steeped Games as well. All right. It's going really close to that top. Do I want to put the lid on? I like showing you, so I don't want to put the lid on if I don't have to. All right, it looks like it's fine. All right. So yeah, I'm making some matcha today, having some tea with my tea game, letting some people join in. How are y'all doing? Make a comment. I can see that people are watching on the YouTube and on Twitch. But say hello. Let me know that you're out there. Always like to know where my people are watching from. Yeah, it's been it was a good day yesterday. I did an unboxing of Tea for Two yesterday. Had a lot of fun. Had to take some time to relearn the rules because it has been a long time coming. It's been a couple of years. It's well behind the schedule that we set for it at Steeped Games, but it is finally out, and fulfillment is beginning. A few people have already received their copies from local pickups in Edmonton. Local pickup in Calgary is this weekend, so it's going to be great. I can smell it already. Oh. there. Cheers, folks. All right, let's get to the actual, game part of this game. So this is chai tea for two. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you watched the unboxing I did yesterday or not, but this is the setup for it for solo mode. There is some solo cards that will be playing as an AI against me. I'm gonna try and clean up that little bit of spilled matcha. This is from Game Topper. It's a great play mat, let me tell you. All right. So how this game goes, I'm going to start with setting this up. There are cards here that they'll be placing dice workers at to gain. They do different things. For example, that moves a black tea leaf up one spot on the playboard. That does an oolong. That does prayer. And these are set collection cards. I hate those set collection cards, let me tell you. Jeremy, cheers, Dave. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Thanks for joining me, Jeremy. I'm glad to have you here. If you're just joining in, we're playing Tea for Two. I'm going to blow my nose here. It's going to be one of those days. Next over here, we got some ships. These are tea clippers. In the back of the rule book, there's actually some history on the tea clippers, and all these boats are actual historic boats that sailed. The solo cards also have real boats on them. So let's get started, and I'll just play as we go. First, we have our little worker guy here. I'm going to move him 1, 2, or 3 spaces along this track, and I'm going to get those resources. If this was a proper two-player game, both players would get those resources. I'm going first because I have the first token. This is the deluxe edition, so I've got a nice fancy metal token for first player. We're going to see what my first one is. Now, these go by year. And in the year 1859, the Sea Serpent was from the Grinnell, Minturn and Company, captained by Jacob D. Whitmore. That's going to be my AI opponent for this particular year. And then at the end of the round, that's at the end of the year, and I'll go on to a new AI card. I'm going to be blue. I'm going to let my opponent be these nice maroon red. But first, I'm going. Almost forgot. You have little tea characters. I'm going to randomly select a tea merchant for AI. They're going to be oolong. So any cards at the end of the game that has oolong on it, they're going to get extra points for it. And I'm going to shuffle. Apparently, I'm taking this one. Yellow tea. So I'll get bonus points for that. So when looking, I have nothing yellow out here. That's not great. I only have one yellow ship up here. That'll get me points. So that's probably what I'll go for. That requires green, oolong, and yellow tea to fill this particular ship. So that's the ship I'm going to be probably aiming to pick up first. It's hard to say what to pick up. We're going to go here. So by taking this, I get 1 yellow T, 1 white T, and 6 points to do whatever I want with. That can be movement. That can be additional T. So I get out of these cute little T tins, again, deluxe edition, a yellow T, a white T, and I have to decide what to do with those 6 points. I think I'm going to get a blue for 1 point, a green for 1 point. That gives me all of the ones I need to get this ship which is what I'm going for. That leaves me with 4 more points that I can do stuff with. I don't have any way to move my yellow out here, or green for that matter. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Move those guys up to there. You can see you go up through the different lines. You can't cross left, right lines. You're just going up where the icons show. To the top, you can't quite see them there, but there are anchor icons. That's where the ships will go. All right, so now this goes from over here to over here, flips it over, and I roll the dice. Now, both players would theoretically roll the dice at one time, but I'm just going to roll them all in one big clump because I can. All right. So I go first, and I'm going to take a thing. If I have a 2, there's a 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. All right, so here you need to place a die of equal or higher pip size. I'm going to take one of my 3s because I got 4 of them, put it on the 2, and take this scented tea. That gives me 2 points and moves the oolong tea up 1 spot. But you can see there's also a little flip icon on there, if it'll focus properly. You can't, there you go. There's a little flip icon. Anything with that can only be used once, and then it has to be reset. We're going to put that down here. That automatically moves my oolong tea up 1, and that gets flipped over. Now, this doesn't get refreshed until the end of the year. Now it is the AI's turn. I take a look at their card and see what it says to do. It says it's going to go for a ship. There we go. Ship first. Ships require sequential dice. I don't have any. I only have a 1, 2 as a sequential dice. So we're going to put those on the highest valued ship, the Thermopylae. And then it comes back to my turn. I want that ship, but I can't get it because I don't have anything appropriate for it. What I can do is I can discard a card, a tea leaf, to change the pips on one of my dice. So I'm going to do that. Make one of these 3s a 4. And put those on there. Back to the AI's turn. Their second action is movement. Movement requires pairs or sequences. Their highest one is 5s. I got a pair of 5s here. Those are going to go there. Now, if that player, if it was an actual player, would be getting 5 movement points at the end of the round. AI doesn't actually move on the board, so they just keep me from having that ability. Back to me. I don't really want any of those other things. I think I'll take some movement. I'm going to take my 2 1s. They go underneath the 2 5s. If I had 2 6s, they would actually bump those 2 5s down. Or if I had 3 1s, that would bump those down. I don't have either of those things. We go back to the AI. Its third action is also movement. So it's actually going to put these pair of 2s in, and as I said, higher one bumps me, so I actually get bumped down to only 2 movement. Not great for me. I have 2 dice left, so I'm going to, and AI has 1 die left. I think I'm going to take that black tea because it's worth points. I don't have any black tea in this section to move, so it stays face up. It does have this is scented tea again. It does have a flip sign. AI is going to draw a card. It's going to draw the Darling, which is, and we're just going to put it there. It's worth 1 point for them at the end of the game. And I've got a 3. I don't want that puree. Puer. I always call it puree, and I don't know why. Puer. I'll put it up here. Kind of the only place it can go. So that's fine. All right. No one has any dice left. That's the end of the round. So we're going to clear some of this off. We'll clear these off. Clear those off. They get a ship. I get a ship. I get 2 movement points. 1, 2. All right. So now we refill all this. These go up, slide down. Jesus, another one of those stupid blooming teas. I don't like the blooming teas. They are terrible. They gum up your machine. I don't like that. But that is the point. You have to decide whether how you're gonna play. But I took the Leilu. These are gonna go up. Now, it's my turn again. No one took the first player marker, so I still have it. And I'm going to, again, start by choosing to move this tea worker 1, 2, or 3 spaces. I want more yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. 5. That gives me 1 yellow, 1 purple, 1 puer, and 5 bonus points. I'm going to flip this over, put it over here. So we got 5. Do 1 white, 1 black. The black automatically moves up 1, and that gets flipped over. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've almost got that first ship filled. I have to move. I need 3 movement to do it. So there's my focus for this round. As well, I'm going to try and get that challenger because again, it's with the yellow point, It's not worth bad. It's worth 7 points. It's got a yellow icon, so I'm going to get a bonus point at the end of the game for it. Let's roll some dice. There we go. I'm going to top this up with regular coffee here. Bean tea. All right. Do I get to go first? Do I have sequentials? I got 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4, 4 and a 5. I'm just going to take the 3, 4. I'm going to take that. Oops. Challenger. Oh, I forgot to flip over this. At the end of the year, I get another one. So in the year 1860, we're going against the Falcon, captained by P. Maxton, for Philip Shaw and Lowther. And their first move is they take a card. I forgot to flip that over. And they take it, which is an extra point for them. Good for them. Next. Apparently, I dropped a die. I need movement. So I'm going to take those 2 4s, put them on the movement board. Second thing that it does is it goes for movement. And it has 2 5s, so it's going to bump me down. I can't afford to get bumped down anymore. So hopefully that I won't get to that point. I shouldn't, but hopefully I won't. My turn again. I really hate those set collections. Oh, no want. I'm going to take a green tea. It's worth 1 point. It'll help me fill that out a bit. And third action for the Falcon is it goes for a ship. Now, it can't go for a ship. It doesn't have sequential dice. So move on to the fourth thing it does, which is take the first player marker. AI goes first next round. I don't love this, but it's worth points. I'm going to take this Tibetan Jincha, and I'm going to replace this. This card now goes out of the game. I'm going to put it over there. You can always replace cards, but they're dead then. If you want to move cards around, you have to take an action up here. Next action is movement. Thankfully, it has 3 4s, so it's actually going to bump me down again. So now I only have 2 movement. That's not good. I needed 3 movement to get that ship launched. And my last turn, and we'll replace it later. Actually, no, it's a blue and a black. We'll flip these over. All right. That ends the round. We'll clear these off. Clear these off. I get another ship. Let's reset that right now. We'll reset this one right now. Oh, come on. I hate that. I hate that so much. That's a terrible market. Movement. I get 2 movement. We will move 1 and 2. And that's it. We still got 1 more there. So we swap out this right here. I don't love the solo mode in this game. I will admit that, but it is functional and get you kind of used to the game. The AI is a little clunky, but it works. For 1861, we're going against the Fiery Cross, and it's Captain John Dallas, who sails for John Kimball. Okay. Everything is reset. We've got that. I got to move this. So I'm going to take 3 movement, a blue and a green. Yeep. Yeah. Green. This moves up automatically. So I have 3 movement. 1 will get me the Lehu. So I take those 7 points. 2, 3. Put that over there. All right, roll some dice. Timescales, new hat. This is my diversity hat. It came from Steeped Games, who puts out this game. I've had it for a while. I also have a diversity mug, which is coffee and coffee matcha. Rolling some dice. So Timescales, this is the game that I was opening yesterday. Playing the solo mode. I don't have nearly enough caffeine in me. Oh, cool. Good pun. I like the color, or the color in the UK. Yes. And color with a U in Canada as well. Excuse me. All right. So the Fiery Cross's first action is to take movement. It has 2 6s. So there's that. It goes first because it has the first player token. Yeah, I couldn't make it back before you finished yesterday. No, I only went for about a half an hour. It was just a box opening. It wasn't a super long one. But I wanted to play this, and some people on the Kickstarter asked for proof of life. So here we are doing the game. It does exist. I need more movement. So we're going to go in there with 3 4s. Bump down their 2 6s. And hopefully get that 5 movement. Second action, also movement. Oh, no. I rolled 4 3s. It still bumps me. That's not what I wanted at all. All right. There's nothing I can do. So we're going to take this green, put it here. It'll give me a point later. Next action is it takes the first player marker again. Make sure it keeps it. Next action for me. Oh, I hate this so much. We will move a card. I'll take the lowest one. Move a card. We're going to move this black T to here. It flips the scented T, so move it up to there. We will refresh those cards. And I guess we'll just take one of these. Don't love that, but it's worth a point. All right. So that ends the round. Clear these off. Refresh. This is a crate. So crates are worth points if you fill them up with the appropriate types of tea. First flush and a sweet tea. These do nothing. Take those off. And I get 3 movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Not nearly enough, but it is what it is. All right. So that ends the round. So we get rid of this sucker and we flip over. Why do I have these backwards? There. The Ellen for 1862, we have the Ellen Rogers under Captain John Key for Alexander Roger and Company. All right. So I'm going to get to move the worker 1, 2, or 3 spaces. It goes around. There's a cord in the way here, unfortunately. We can. There. That'll help that. Not great. Not great at all. I want stuff I can't have. All right. We're going to go 1, 2. I get a yellow and a blue. And 1 extra thing. I'm going to get another yellow. This gets moved over to here. And we roll the dice. This is, of course, normally a 2-player game. So you have a little bit less finicky, a little bit faster moving, or slower moving, I guess, if you got a slow player. First player is still the AI. Their first move is movement again. Do they have? They have 4 3s. Oh, come on. They automatically place the highest possible run there, so they take that. My turn. I need movement. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement. So I need to focus on movement if I can. So I've got a pair of 5s, a pair of 2s. That'll give me 5 movement if nothing else happens. So we're going to go ahead and put the 5s in here. No, we're going to put the 2s in. Now we'll put the 5s in. It's irrelevant. Second action for the AI is to take the first player marker. I'm going to take more movement. Third action is take a card. No, it takes the one I wanted. I needed that movement better, but I really wanted that first flush card. Well, I'm going to take that crate. I'm going to put it down here. Now that automatically moves my 2 yellow and my blue into there. So I've got 4 points. So that's good. But it's a challenge. Next action, 4 is take a boat. They can't take a boat. 5, take a card. They take a set collection card. Not great because that's getting them points. On the upside, it gets it out of the way. I just want to get it out of the way. We'll take that. And we'll take that. We can cover them over and get them out of the game, but that'll at least freshen it up. That ends the round. Refresh that. Take that. I get 5 movement. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get that ship. I'm only going to play to 3 ships today. You can play a longer game up to 5 ships. You can play more than that if you really wanted. I want that Cuddy Sark is what I want next turn. But I needed to get that movement done. I needed those points. That's the downside to this game. It's if I'm going to 3 ships, the AI doesn't actually fill the ships. They just get the ships. So the game can end rather quickly depending on the roll. All right. So that's been reset. That's been reset. I need yellow and purple, so we're going to move it down there. Purple, yellow, and we're going to take another yellow and 1 movement. This is put over here. All right, roll the dice. All right, not a bad roll. Not a bad roll. It is still the AI's turn. New ship for 1863. The Zeba under Captain J. Jones for John Wade. All right. So AI goes first. Their first thing is to pick a card. They take their highest card, which is that. Unfortunately, because I kind of wanted that. All right. Do I have some sequential dice here for a Cuddy Sark? I've got a 5 and a 6. 4. I'll take the 4, 5. Yeah, I will never fight for a ship, so I don't have to worry about going high, unnecessarily high. Second action is they're going to try and buy a ship. They've got a 1, 2. They got a 4, 5. They do the highest they can. For the highest level of ship, which is this 10-pointer, not great. They've got a lot of points. I might not win this. My turn. I want movement. So we're going to take 2 6s. They don't have anything other than higher than that, so there's no point in placing more than that. AI's turn. Third, they take a card. Take another set collection. Nope, they can't. They take that. Then I come around and I will take that for the points. White peony. Don't need it, but it's worth a point. And I think I'm going to need all the points I can get. That's a terrible plan. I suppose I've got another chance at that. I'll figure that out. Fourth action is movement. They come under mine. They only have a pair of 2s. I'm going to take that other. I got friggin' 3 of them. I might as well take the 4th one. Take that 10 points. 5th action, they can't do anything. 6th action, they can't do anything. I have to take. They get a point for that. And I'm going to swap 2 cards. Move that to there. Those automatically move up. All right, that takes care of that. So we're going to clear off this. Refresh it. We get the Sir Lancelot. I take the Cuddy Sark. Now I really need to get that Cuddy Sark filled fast, or I don't get the points for it. I'll get 2 points for it because of my my bonus points, but I won't get. But I got to get the actual points going here. I get 5 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Next, in the great year of 1864, the Saraka under Captain George Innes for James Findlay. Roll. Oh, first I got to choose what I'm doing here. Hold on. I got 6 options up there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. No, we're going to go for the 5. Gives me a yellow. Gives me a yellow. There we go. And And the purple. All right. My goal is, and then 5 movement points, or 5 of whatever I want. I want movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need those movement points. I need. I got to finish this game off, or I'm going to lose. All right, so I've got plenty of movement options, but they all also take movement options. So, they go first. First option is to take first player again. Now, I need... Let's do this. Swap 2 cards. And we swap these 2. Which puts these onto the ship. This is good. This is very good. I basically will have... the game will be over after this round, is the short answer to this. Their second action is buying a card. I wanted that card, damn it. Action. Take the movement. Third action for them is also taking movement. They take the 3 4s and bump me down to 3. That is still enough movement to finish this game. I just totally screwed that up. I'm going to re-roll that. All right. We're going to put those there. They cannot buy a ship, which means their next action is taking movement. Well, that's not great. I will take that ship. I'm not going to succeed at it. But it will give me a bonus point for the icon. Timescales. Did you say yesterday you'd never played this solo? Correct. I haven't played this in a long time, full stop. But I hadn't played it solo. I did play it solo after I went off the air yesterday, so I could learn the solo rules. My head has not been in a good place for learning rules on the fly, so I wanted to at least practice it once. But solo mode is, once you figure out what the icons do on the AI, is not that different than the full game. You are in a little bit more panic, but not by a whole lot. Do any of these not have points? No. All right, we're just gonna burn those. We'll move 2 cards. Move 2 cards again. That's fine. Game ends with this. So we clear this. I get the beaver. I get 3 movement points. 1, 2 gives me my Cuddy Sark, which is the 3 ships I need to win the game. Again, I could play to a longer amount, but I'm not going to. Let's count up some points, shall we? So for my ships, I've got 10, 17, 24 points in ships. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 46. I think that's the highest I've ever actually gotten. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. 53 points. That's a pretty darn good score. Let's see what they got. They got 20 points in ships. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I very much won. Got to go pick up the grocery order, be back in a bit. I won't be back on timescales. I'm going to be ending this here pretty quick. I'm going to just put on a quick ad. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to close this all out. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. I will be back in just a short moment to close out the game. Are you tired of toxic fandoms? Do you wish we could go back to being happy? So do we. We created the Happiness Patrol to get away from all of the toxicity in fandoms, in life. And so we decided we wanted to do a show, but something that makes us happy. And in the first season, that something is Star Wars. So join myself, Cameron, Scott, Jessica, and Melanie on Happiness Patrol at youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow.
So what's your favorite Western? Is it this one or maybe one of these? Is it a revisionist Western, an anti-Western, or maybe it's an all-time classic? Whether your favorite Western is in black and white, vibrant Technicolor, a spaghetti Western, a neo-Western, a comedy, or maybe it's only really Western in spirit. Whatever it is, this is the podcast dedicated to determining the top 100 Westerns of all time. Every second Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's Horses on Film.
My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. This is the legend of the traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend.
All right, and we're back. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. That is Chai T for Two. It's a great game. It's a much better two-player game than it is a one-player game. Much more let me rephrase that. A much more satisfying game as a two-player game rather than as one-player game. As most games are, I suppose. I really do enjoy it. I don't love it as much as I love the original Chai. The original Chai I absolutely adore. But I do really enjoy this. I love, two-player games, abstract strategy games. This is not so much abstract, but it is definitely a strategy game. Fulfillment has just begun with local fulfillment in Edmonton already happening. Calgary starting this weekend. Yeah, so this is great. Jeremy, thanks, Dave. You're very welcome. If you're still here, give me a subscribe. I'll probably actually come back on later today playing a different game. But I did want to play this and get that proof of life that this game does in fact exist, because it has been an unreasonable amount of time. I love getting this out here and showing that it exists. We're so happy to have it at Steeped Games. Have it finally moving towards fulfillment. Canadian fulfillment will start up next week sometime, depending on how fast I can get addresses updated. And then we'll move on to, while we're doing that, we're trying to figure out what happened with the American fulfillment, because some of that was supposed to have already started, and we're not sure if that did or did not. So we're figuring that out behind the scenes. Once we've got that solved, we can work on the rest of the world. But one step at a time. The game exists. Fulfillment's starting. Yay! And that's everything. That is Chai Tea for Two. It is move. There it is there. It exists. It's a real box. It's an empty box because it's on my table. But thank you very much to Steeped Games for this copy. Again, I do contract to Steeped Games, but they did not ask me to make this video. They are not paying me to make this video. I'm not being paid at all for this video. I'm making this video of my own volition because I like the game. So just keep that disclosure in mind. I'm doing this because I love it. Legitimately, honestly, and truly. So, and thank you guys again for joining me. And until next time, good gaming and goodbye. Push the button. Push. It's gonna be one of those days. Goodbye. Back in the